too. Okay. Got it.
Okay, so, greetings and salutations once again, people of the internet. I'm still Civico, and this is us continuing our Day of the Devs here at MomoCon. So, please be so kind to introduce yourself and your game.
Alright, hey, I'm Matt Kanai. I'm art director on Hanako, Honor, and Blade. It's the game right behind us. Shall I just go right into the game intro?
Yes, please.
Alright, it's a class-based multiplayer set in feudal Japan. We kind of took 16th century Sengoku era and rewrote history. There's two clans struggling for the throne. One's protecting Japan, one's trying to overtake it. And the whole story serves as a metaphorical retelling of my mother's battle with cancer.
Whoa,
So I went deep.
that's a level of deep that I didn't expect. Cause,
Oh, wow.
yesterday when I was talking to the short little man who disappeared.
Connor.
When I was talking to Connor, he was a lot lighter about it and said it was basically like Samurai meets TF2, but
Yes, it has a much deeper meaning though. We want to make a really fun game.
Yeah.
We want to make a very meaningful game too. That's kind of our goal as a studio as a whole.
right. So, did she, first and foremost, did she win her battle with cancer?
Today's her birthday. Actually, happy birthday, Mom. Love you. I'm glad to be here. Representing the stream on her birthday. And on that note, on October 9th this year, we're releasing the early access. That is 10 years to the day since she passed. We try to pick dates around what happened. We've had really good fortune in that regard. For picking those days, it's been kind of a divine intervention, if you will. And but back to the game.
Yeah.
So there's three classes right now. There's a swordsman, a pikeman, and an assassin. Kenshi, Naginatashi, and Ninja. They're all designed to have different kinds of attacks. Every character has two stances. It's directional based combat. So if you guys ever played like Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy in like the mid 2000s, or of course everyone that comes to us like, oh, it's like For Honor, it's like Chivalry, or it's like Mount Blade. We're like, well, we existed for about 5 years before For Honor, but it's a fair comparison. It's a popular game now.
Yeah.
So it's an honor to be compared to that.
I see what you did there. I see what you did there. I appreciate that. Thank you for being on. Mallory is a fantastic member of our community who's been throughout all of these posting the Steam store page for every single game that we've been talking with devs about. So
Yeah.
there's that. You're popping up. So he just went ahead and did that. Now, there were a couple of different game modes that Connor mentioned.
Yes.
Like it captured the flag S1 and what other?
Yes. So I'll start from the beginning.
Okay.
So the way we're telling the story, since it's a multiplayer game, is you're starting in the geographic center of Japan. You're getting thrust into a team deathmatch. It's basically like two teams start behind like this wooden kind of fence guard post and you charge, like all out samurai warfare. Think like the final battle scene, like The Last Samurai, straight up, like trench warfare almost. And depending on what team wins, that determines which direction you go and what part of the story you start to kind of unturn in the arc. So, for example, I use the Hanako clan. If they win, and it pushes towards the enemy territories, like the next map. And that's what Connor was talking about. It's called Capture the Informant. Basically, it's a player randomly gets selected as an informant. They have the map to get to the village that you're trying to siege and take over. So it's kind of like moving capture the flag.
Right.
So you find the informant, you kill him, you drag him back to your base, you interrogate him for a set period of time. If the other team doesn't rescue him, you get the map, and you go to the village. And that's the map that we're showing off at the convention today.
Okay.
And that's a combination of defending and attacking structures and capture points.
Okay.
That's kind of a tug of war too. It's kind of first and three.
Okay. Mal noticed from, I guess, the store page that it's cell shading. Was there a particular reason you decided to go with that like style for your art direction?
Well, it's kind of 10 years of experimentation. Like the college version, we went for a very realistic look, and then we decided that it just didn't really fit the story of the game, the kind of themes that we wanted to explore. We wanted to have the freedom from like a more stylized art style to hit some of the life themes. We wanted to be able to be more gritty in some areas, Hanako side even better. We wanted to have kind of a mystical feel to the Hanako territory because it represents my mom symbolically. We were able to have this giant, oversized, like impossibly huge cherry blossom trees and have falling petals falling from like a 100-foot tall tree and have structures that are impossible. But because of the art style, we're able to do that.
Okay.
So we're able to have brighter, more vibrant colors in those areas and kind of show the nature aspect of the game.
Okay.
So another from Mal. Will the game eventually offer controller support for couch play?
It does have controller support right now. We need to add it for the actual menus. Like right now you have to click into the game, but once you're in, you pick up the controller, you can play.
Okay.
So that's something we wrote down from the convention. It's been highly requested to make it just full controller support. If you want to hook up like a Steam box or whatever, once the game comes out to a controller, you're welcome to. And we're going to try to get on console. It's all like Sony or Microsoft certification process and all that. One was like, hey, you want to be on our console? Like, why, yes, we do want to be on your console. Sony and or Microsoft.
So, like what we're seeing over here, that's more online, the online portion, right? So is there with the multiplayer, is it solely one or the other, or can you do like what he was saying, couch play, but also online?
I don't know if we've ever even tested that yet. I'm not sure.
Like if we can do like you and I playing sitting on our couch, and then we're also like we're on say the Hanako side, and then the two of us go online and take on the other side.
We have not set up like split screen yet, or something where like two players can sit down on the same like computer and the same console or whatever.
Okay.
I'm a huge fan of couch co-op, so if it's something that people are like, all right, we want couch co-op, we want like two friends to be able to hop on the same team and play. If we can figure it out, I'd love to. I'm obsessed with couch co-op. It should never die, people. It should never die.
I agree.
Keep it around.
I personally have an issue with games that are wholly one or the other, and like we were just talking about this with guys over at Mammoth, is like when we do our community game nights, which is normally every Sunday, we'll have games that we play where it's like, I really, really want to play this game with you guys, but unless I can get you all in my house, we ain't playing it. So it's all just on the online stuff, or like a couch play when I actually have somebody over at my house, but there so rarely is there ones that do both. Like I can do a split screen, but also be online. So about like what I'm trying to think of how best to word this. When the game is released, because it has that team element, but also that like individual skill based element, will there be like how will the leaderboards be done up? Like is that going to be like you and this is your all-time score, or is there even going to be leaderboards, or is it like once you're done with the game, you're done with the game, and like slate the next time you play?
I think what we want to do for early access, we're not going to have, I don't think, a full, like, very detailed leaderboard. We should probably do some stat tracking, at least have like your KDA per match that's stored and have a basic match history.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a stretch goal for us. We don't know if we'll have the resources or time to be able to do it. Because we actually do not have anyone, we don't have a UI artist or developer, like whoever can do it jumps on that and does the menu, like our gameplay programmer that does all the attack system stuff. He'll hop on and like make a menu, and then when he's done, like we'll switch, I'll make a menu. So it's not like we have a dedicated person like we do for every other aspect of the game. So it's a little bit behind, but I think for it to be a successful multiplayer, it needs like as many stats as we can give players.
Yeah.
We've had a really cool suggestion that I love, that there's because there's a campaign of Hanako versus Yamai, having an overall like who's turning the tide of battle and add up every campaign score from every server and say like Hanako's winning the overall war because the Hanako team has won 80% of the campaign matches. That would be awesome.
That is a really cool idea where not only does obviously your gameplay reflect on your match, but it reflects on the whole community's overall feel of the game. So with coming out on early access in October, obviously there's I'm sure you have some goal set in mind for when you go from that early access access point to that full release. Like, what's that timeline look like for you, do you think?
I think it's going to be about 6 months to a year. After we release early access, we have another character class to complete. We have 3 more maps we want to complete, and then there's 2 existing maps we need to do a lot of rework. I would like to do either, like, at earliest, a year from right today, May 27th.
Okay.
For obvious reasons, as I mentioned before, it'd be great to fully release on that day. If not, October 9th of next year. It's going to be one date or the other, most likely. It all depends. It's a lot. It's like if early access really picks butt and does really well, we'll have the resources to get it done sooner.
Right. And on that note, what's the pricing you're thinking of doing for your early access release on that?
It's going to launch at $4.99.
Yeah.
We want to keep it really cheap for everybody. It's like, so they can take a flyer, they see it, oh, this looks kind of cool. Oh, $5, sure, I'll try it out. And then hopefully the game speaks for itself, and they'll be ready for full release later. Eventually we'll probably raise the price, never higher than $9.99 for early access. And then full release will be somewhere between $14.99 and $19.99.
Okay. I don't know if we turn to actually get some of the. Actually, let me see the camera here. I'm gonna try to get some of the footage over here from the actual previews, as well as these guys that are playing. This is honestly really cute. This little kid in his Pikachu outfit playing the game.
There's been so many kids that have come back like 4 or 5 times. It's awesome. And they're exceptionally good. I would never guess that like a 4 or 5-year-old will sit down and be amazing right away. They're just like.
Oh well, I mean, when I was still doing the occasional bouts of TF2 on the channel, the grand majority of the kids that I was playing against or with were like maybe 13. So now is this this map that, are they both playing the same map, or?
Yes, they're in the same game right now.
Okay, and this is that capture and interrogate mission.
This is Village Siege.
Okay.
So it starts off, they have to defend their own temple. Yamai is sieging, trying to destroy the temple, and then determine on what happens. It determines whether it goes to a capture point or the next structure.
Right.
So Yamai is trying to destroy the village and basically move to the castle, which is that's the final like boss level in a sense. That's one player at the end gets to play as the daimyo. It's the leader of the clan. It's a super buff. It's like 3-5 times the stats. Super character, player control, and you have 15 minutes to kill him. And if you do, then you defeat that clan. You take over. That's kind of the final. We really should probably try to do like an end cinematic or something, even though it's not common in multiplayer, just to let you know, like, oh, campaign's over. Here's like what happens after, kind of thing.
So, Mal said, I see the clan logos on walls and such. Will there be a possibility to create your own, or are they set per class? So, I'm not sure what you mean by that, Mal. If you're talking about like the because the clan logos, you can see maybe sort of. Well, you could at first.
On the nameplates, I think he's asking like a clan system, like a typical guild, like multiplayer. You had your clan tag and a custom symbol. We've talked about it. I think how we would handle that is we'd allow, we call them families, because you'd have a clan, Hanako, then you have families within it, and you can read Japanese, follow this kind of Japanese history a little bit.
Right.
I don't see a reason why we couldn't do custom symbols.
Yeah, that would be
early access, of course, but it's a very difficult thing to do, especially with like Steam Workshop and all that. Like some user-made stuff shouldn't be that hard.
Well, and if you do it that way, I mean that's. Especially with the Steam Workshop stuff, that's more PC focused. I mean, I know you mentioned like, you know, if Sony or Xbox is like, hey, we would like to have your game on our system, or you know, you guys talk to them and try to get your game on their systems. But that cross interactivity with the PC side stuff and the console stuff doesn't always work out as best as you would hope it would. So that might be like a one thing that PC has better over a console release that would be like the ability to have that kind of thing. So we have he appears to be a samurai class over here.
Yeah, on the right he's playing the Kenshi class, and he's playing the assassin and ninja.
Okay. Now, like what? How is the balance for that work? Like, which is your like pure tank? Which is your most balanced? Which is like your glass cannon?
The Kenshi, which is on the right, he's our balance class.
Okay.
You could see him as the warrior class.
Okay.
If you're going to use like classic archetypes. The Nagi Nadashi, which is the pikeman character, he's our tank. He's the front lines, he has the most armor, he has the most health.
Okay.
Very slow attacks, but they are high damage. But he's the slowest mobility. Kenshi, the swordsman, he's kind of balanced mobility. Then the ninja, he's the high DPS glass cannon. Get in, get out, very high mobility. But if you can catch him, he's pretty much guaranteed dead.
You just have to catch him first.
He's very hard to catch sometimes.
Run, fast as you can.
Especially if someone's particularly good at grappling.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna send this back over to you, dear. Guys, so if you guys have any more questions, let us know via chat, so long as chat actually decides to stay connected. And I'm fueling myself with nothing but the yellow Red Bulls out of the media room and fighting the Wi-Fi all day. It's just, I love COD. COD life is good life, right?
Yeah.
So as far as necessary specs to run the game, because like I know when I was talking to Connor yesterday, like the way that I normally prefer doing these when I've done them in the past, it hasn't been face to face. It's been me streaming the game, and then the dev is either in chat or like on Discord voice or whatever. So I would normally actually be getting to show off the game on my rig. But what I was telling him yesterday is I would love to play it, and like while I was doing this, or before I was doing this, but the laptop that I brought is a piece of crap. So what's kind of like the lower end specs that you still run this and run it decent?
I would say on PCs, like a 630 GT, like or a early like 5 series GeForce PC. So it's targeting like a pretty like last generation big spec for PC. So basically, if you could play like World of Warcraft, then you can probably play our game at least on minimum settings.
Okay.
Like at least like a dual core, 4 gigs of RAM, preferably like a 64-bit Windows. For laptops, I would say like Intel HD 4000 could probably play on low end, or like an NVIDIA laptop like 800 series. Which like I have a laptop that is so hot that I have to play on minimum. It's like a GeForce 800. I'd say it's probably like a minimum. So a lot of people ask why Intel HD can I play? So if it's 4,000 or above, most likely 3,000 maybe right on the edge. But I think what we'll probably do is we have our minimum setting, but we'll have like an unsupported super minimum. That's like we stripped out as much as we could. It's not really an ideal way to play. You can't really enjoy like the visuals. But if you want to just play and all you care about is fighting, right? It'll be like an absolute stripped down version. Okay. So that should open up Intel 3000s and like Surface Pros and that kind of stuff.
I can't imagine trying to play any game on a Surface. I honestly can't.
Yeah, and if you guys ask us, hey, have a Surface, can I play? I was like, I don't know. No one's ever tried. Sign up so that you can try, so you can tell me if you can, so I can then tell others that they can.
That's fair.
That was an ordeal.
Chat is being stupid on me. Disconnected, connected.
I think. What?
Can you actually see chat on there?
It doesn't say anything about disconnector or anything.
See real quick.
I think we're fighting with both Wi-Fi. This is gonna happen.
Yeah.
It is much better than last year, though. Last year, I just couldn't even keep our tap on long enough to sign anyone. This year, with the way it improved.
Yeah, this is actually our first year at Hanako. And it's been an experience so far. Like, we've done Dragon Con 2 years in a row, and like, love it, but there wasn't as much focus on the game side of things. And me as a streamer, I'm obviously going to be a lot more interested in games than I am in just like, I mean, I'll still get my nerd on with everything else, but my real bread and butter is going to be like the gamer portion of it. And so like us coming here and like our first day, we just stood up in the media room and we were just like, this whole mile is nothing but stuff that I want to look at. So
That's awesome this year.
yeah, I haven't yet to even step foot over in the live stuff as much as I really want to. I imagine that, you know, if we get done, or when we get done with all of our interviews for the day, I'll try to get over. They have one of those things with the slidey shoes.
Oh yeah, the Infinity, whatever it's called, the Infinity treadmill or whatever.
Yeah, they have one of those, and I kind of want to get over there and stream me probably busting my ass on it. Life goals.
Yes.
Alright, so what did you choose the time period?
I feel like it was kind of the height of the samurai. In actual Japanese history, the Sengoku era was the warring states period. So there were, at the time, there were hundreds of clans fighting from the shogunate, fighting each other over territories. It was a civil war period, fascinating time period in history. And it was also kind of right around the time that Bushido and the philosophy started to come. The samurai were actually horrible people before, way back in the day, because they were just at war all the time. They were just pillaging, they were awful people. Self-cultivation, perfecting every aspect of your life, aspect of samurai, when it came around in this kind of vicinity, immediately following the warring states period. So we kind of rewrote our lore to be like, the Yamai just took over all of them. They killed off all the clans that existed. They killed off like the Buddha King, they killed off Tokugawa, they killed all of them off. It's a brutal clan. Similar to really how diseases, how cancer is. It's what I wanted them to embody, and it's so I had to face that.
Right.
And the Hanako clan was kind of like the last hope. They're in a secret mountain village up in the mountains, and they are raising the emperor's two kids that escaped the siege of the capital, and they're raising them as their own to be the heirs later, as long as the Yamai can't kill them and then take the stake to the throne. So it just kind of suited the lore that we wanted. It was a fascinating area. We wanted to precede firearms. We're never going to put firearms in the game, any guns of any sort. So we wanted to be in a period where it was not a. It did have kind of flintlock weapons in this period at the end, but we're kind of like no guns, because the Meiji era, the 1800s, right when samurai became illegal, actually, guns were very common.
Right.
We just didn't want to tackle that era or too early. Back then, they were basically like just like renegades.
Okay. Maybe website don't see anything about the word tanky class. We did mention the tanky class. Because there were three classes. You had your class cannon, your balance, and your tank. And I don't remember the names of the three of them. Sorry, I look over just as I see somebody. I get the disturbing amount of enjoyment watching people fall off the map.
And it's been happening a hilarious amount.
Because of how often, like, I'll be playing a game and it'll be like, where's the edge of the map? I found the edge of the map. But yeah, little youngin over here just fell off the side of the map. But anyway, so I know that you mentioned that you wanted to have kind of that parallel with your mother's struggle with cancer, but I understand like the time period and all that. But is there any particular reason that you chose, like, say, feudal Japan over like feudal anywhere else at the same time period?
I think I always related to Eastern culture. I don't know why. I was attracted to it. I've done martial arts my whole life. And the first year she got sick, I was 14. And
it's all kind of connected.
Yeah.
All right. You were 14 when the last Samurai came out.
I think so. I think I was 14 when the year came out. I was like, what, maybe 2003 or 4. Dating myself, turned 29 in a couple weeks.
I'm 30. 33, so.
That's not that different.
It's not that different, but it's like
the same thing.
it's only off by just a hair.
You still get to grow up with grunge and awesome 90s things.
and based on when I was born, I can still claim that I'm a Gen Xer as opposed to a millennial.
Don't get me started on that argument. I don't claim. When it was a year ago, I'm like, no, I'm not. No, I am not. There's a clear difference between people that are like 29, 30 and people that are like 22 right now.
Yep.
22-year-olds buy my name. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, you really should. You're amazing.
Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of now I'm noticing the lotus flowers.
Yes.
And is that like whoever has I'm assuming that this is the caption point one.
Yes.
So whoever has the fuller lotus flower has the greater control of the point, or is that like overall for the map control?
It switches per objective. So for destructibles, it serves as the health bar for the structure. So you'll see it getting chipped down.
Right.
As it's getting attacked for capture points, it fills. So you'll see like who's filling up. That was chosen as so Hanako means flower child.
Right.
And since my mother was a huge gardener, nature lover, that was why I chose the name.
That's clever.
And that was the same way for the lotus flowers that serve as your health and your spirit. So like the petals kind of fly off as you're losing health and losing spirit. Because I'm not a health bar guy. Like, can we do the HUD in a creative way? It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
The prototypical, like, here's the health bar, here's your mana bar. It's only do something cool.
Okay, so plans for expansions or skins?
Yes, absolutely. We have 4 classes we know we want to make after early access.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and name them. Funsies, exclusive reveal. We'll do a Ronin class that's dual wields, Wakizashi and Katana. We'll do a Sohei, which is a warrior monk. It'll be the first support class. Okay. Kind of like support tank hybrid. We'll have Hanoichi, which is a female assassin. We don't know what her weapon's going to be yet. We're leaning towards dual claws.
Okay.
It's going to be awesome. And the fourth class is a samurai warrior female class. So what we want to do, whenever we release the 2 female classes, it'll be in October of whatever year that is. By chance, you know what the relevance of one date is. It's also breast cancer awareness month.
Yeah.
We'd love to do a charity tie-in on that.
Okay.
Besides that, there's 2 more campaigns we want to make. The actual finished game is we want to do 2 expansion campaigns at the end. It'll be 15 maps. The game will release with 7, which is a full campaign on both sides of the clans. Eventually, we want to introduce a 3rd clan and have campaigns between those. So it kind of makes some triangles like Hanako, Yamai, the expansion, and then the maps in between. Okay. And then, so weapon customization will probably be introduced first because I'm the only content person in that area. I'll be making all the weapons. So it's a lot of work on top of also making all the scenery.
Right.
So we'll do weapons first, and then we'll have to hire a couple character artists probably to do skins, which we do want to do. We want to, once we introduce skill trees, we actually want to have elite versions you can level up to. They give you like a new helmet or like new armor pieces. So we'll start small, like helmets and like armor attachments, horns, things like that, and then full skins later once we have the budget.
So when you go into leveling up your characters, would that be more like the MOBA-esque style, where you're leveling for the term of this campaign, and then once the campaign is over, it's always that level? Or okay, good, because like the last thing you would want is, okay, well this is my first time playing the game, and here's nothing but elite classes on the other side, because they've been holding that over for that. I mean, obviously there probably will still be those other skilled players, but having it as level of the playing field this start point was probably the best.
Yeah, we had a lot of debate about how to do leveling because we didn't want to punish players for entering late. We didn't want to punish players that are new players versus like a max level, like you said. So we're gonna actually do team XP, where everyone levels at the same rate on the team. So if you take an objective, everyone benefits from that. have a crew of 15 skill points across the match, and that kind of covers all the skills you can get.
Okay.
So we're going to start small and layer in a smaller version of the skill tree that just you pick your abilities, you pick maybe like skill boost, like plus 50 armor or whatever.
Okay.
And then we'll expand to the full skill design later, which is kind of a three-prong. It's like you have abilities, you have talent, things like adding double jump or adding player grappling or existing grappling function, and then this first stat boost.
Okay. So like for the ability skill set, I'm trying to see. I'm seeing these builds you count them now. For some of the skills. So like what do some of those skills like? I haven't actually got to see. I've seen a couple of them fighting like fights between everybody, but what are some of those skills by class? Like what's the kind of things that I can expect as like the assassin class versus the tank class as far as like my individual powers?
So for early access, we're kind of giving you a thing, since they won't be launched with that.
Right.
Like here's what Essential gives you a range of abilities. So in tank class, he has a sweeping charge move that has a code as a code knockdown. He has a self buff that gives you a temporary armor boost and a defense boost. So it's like if you're about to initiate your defense boost on into battle.
Right.
And then he has a crazy like 6-point combo. It's like a crazy spinach. That's like his master ability. The swordsman has a draw attack where the sword sheath and he dashes and hits you with the sword blade like the chest and kind of impales, and that's a knockdown as well. He has a 3-hit combo, and his master ability is a 2-part combo. You hit it once and you do a quick draw attack that stuns your opponents in a cone, and then you hit it again and it activates like a 6-hit combo, but it allows you to move freely during.
Okay,
So some of our attacks are called root motion, like the animation and the movement happens for you. You don't have to, you just have to aim the mouse.
Right.
This is the first master ability where you actually can move freely in any direction. So you just hit it and you're just spinning around this fucking everybody. Very strong.
So it'd be a good one to use like if you had like a group coming at you, knock down that first guy, and then like you can move through the like a crowd control kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like a lot
And
of
the ninja, he has he has one move where he does a front flip and he throws a cone of 9 poison darts, and everyone that it hits it leaves a dot that whittles them down. So if people are trying to run away, you can just throw your poison darts in a cone and try to get everyone poisoned. And then he has another one that's kind of an escape. He does a backflip the opposite direction and leaves a poison cloud.
Okay.
Eventually, once we sort out our stuff, he'll be stealth while he's in the snow. But otherwise, it's just an escape mechanism right now. And then his master combination is, I don't even know how many hits it is. He's flipping, he's doing like 360s and backflips. It's probably like an 8-hit combo.
I like big wild crazy combos, especially like so long as there's a decent balance, and that's like from the classes you've described, there is that decent balance. If you have your blast cannon, you have your like slow but freaking powerful turtle, and then you have your in between. But you actually have your group battles. Will there be a minimum requirement, like you know, you have to have so many of X type of player, but like for Shiggles, say every single person decides they want to be a ninja. Could you do everybody wants to be a ninja?
Right now, yes.
Okay.
We haven't talked about restricting that. Like there's strategic reasons to not do that, but honestly, we haven't tested it to know. We might have to do alright, everyone on the other team be a ninja, play like 3 matches and see like do you win every time? Is it too overpowered? Is every ninja just grappling everyone?
Right.
Or do we need to do a restriction where it's, you know, a 30% split or whatever? Right now, no restriction. They could cheese and try that.
I mean, that could be fun. A group of ninjas against a group of just pure tanks.
Yeah. So I'd love to have those like classic Unreal, like mutator kind of games where it's like big head moon kind of thing where it's like all ninjas.
Yeah.
Like 24 ninjas running around or 24 tanks or whatever.
24 tanks moving very, very, very slowly around each other. Alright, you guys, if you guys have any additional questions that you want us to ask, please let me know. But at the moment, I cannot think of any off the top of my head that we haven't already asked or gone into. If there's anything additional that you want to say about your game, that would be an excellent time while I'm waiting to see if we have additional questions.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, really. I mean, just I'll shameless plug. Playhanako.com is our website. There's a sign up for early access. Now's a great time to sign up because Monday, everyone that signed up here or just over the weekend is going to get instructions for internal games alpha. You can get that. And then our trailer's on there too. My best friend and I, he's right there. We actually both recently making that trailer together, one shot at a time since last May.
Wow.
We just released it a couple days ago, and they're both right there. So take a look. If our questions and coverage didn't cover the questions, you can see it firsthand there.
So, if you were to do one of those mutator matches, now suggest at least put a timer on there because 24 takes at the same time.
Like a 5-hour match.
Would be the world's longest death match.
We get like the Guinness guy to connect, and he's running around as a ninja just to spectate.
But he's a nerfed ninja, so the most he can do is like, you haven't moved in a while. Alright. Oh, you're disconnected. Okay. Alright, man. Well, if you guys don't have anything else, I don't have anything else. And shameless plugs are absolutely 100% encouraged because, I mean, we're here to talk to you, we're here to talk to us. I mean, if we didn't want you to plug your game, it would just be, well, you need to tell me how awesome I am as a streamer, and that just doesn't make any sense. We want you guys, like, I love indie games in general, and I love indie devs because you guys are more willing to talk to me than AAA devs have really. Plus, it's always that labor of love. And
It really is.
I mean, I can tell just, like, you're very impassioned about your work and about like, what it means to you more than just the game part, but the very personal connection that you have to it. That's beautiful. It really is.
Thank you. It means a lot. It's I've told the team, I was like, I've given up my most prime years for this. Like, I've given up a lot of like traveling. I've lost so many friends and relationships and connections and opportunities to pursue this. And it's like 10 years of, we haven't seen any real benefit other than these kind of conventions. It's the greatest thing to come here and like have our work validated in a sense and have people see like children playing and coming back over and over and seeing people like genuinely enjoy the effort. It makes it all worth it.
Yeah.
Because if we don't get, we're just in the trenches like making art all day, and we don't know what people think. We don't know if they're gonna like it or if they're gonna hate it, and it's a real fortune to come here and have everybody stop by and be like, and see people like, oh, I want to sign up. Yes, when can I play? When's it coming out? Like, how much can I buy it right now? And it's like yes, it was worth it. It was worth no matter what. If one person's inspired to pursue their dream off of it, it's like we did our job.
Right. And this is probably, I'm realizing this a little bit later in this, but this is the first interview I've done today where the words Twitch integration have never left my lips. But is there any thought of doing any kind of Twitch integration in any way, shape, or form? Like, having the chat effects, like, what's a good one? Well, we've seen decent examples for this type of gaming. I don't know, like a debuff for the entire match or something like that, or a buff for one team over another, or anything like that. But like, just that basic, the audience votes on things and it affects the game. Has there been any thought to that whatsoever? I don't know if it would really work as well in this type of game over others, but has there been any thought of that at all?
I actually didn't even know that was a thing.
Fair dues.
That you could actually have like Twitch chat influencing the game. Like I've seen the what was it? There was some game that their like chat, every like thousands of people were playing the game and using chat as like a controller basically. I think Unreal Engine, which we use, I think it has Twitch integration built in.
Okay.
So it's not like a technical hurdle, I don't believe, for us. It's just like figuring out the things. Actually, I'll probably ask you more about this later. So I want to know, because I think it'd actually be really cool. We have like some pretty great streamer support so far. I think awesome. Because then they can choose the kind of mutate or rematch. They'd be like, all right, chat has spoken, and it's all ninjas. Or, you know what? We're mad if we didn't do the thing we wanted on stream, so full tank match. No time limit.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Mel. Is if you were to play a match and it's like me as a streamer playing the game, and then like everybody else is playing with me on my team or not on my team, is it a streamer or is not a streamer would make that I'm getting mutators or there's mutators for the entire playing field, that I'm the only one that's affected, and that's kind of an unfair advantage and disadvantage. So, like I said, I don't know with this style of game if that would be a thing, or if that would be a good thing.
Yeah, it seems like our server model is more of like a classic PC game where it's like the Counter-Strike server list from like 2000.
Yeah,
like that's a style. You can, if we're gonna do like a Twitch game, it would basically be like you make your private server. Everyone that connects to it's gonna know. Like if you're on stream, anything can happen.
Yeah, well, that would be like when you have your problem, server name, latency, your normal crap, and then at the very end, Twitch active, yes or no, kind of thing. Maybe in a versus AI. No, I think that what we just kind of spitballed here, the idea of Twitch active, yes or no on this server. So you knew what the hell you were getting into.
Yeah, I know. I might like turn to a chicken.
Like, oh geez, if I run around if I stay around one of these characters, and he'll have like a purple icon over his head. If I stay near that purple icon asshole, then I am going to like suddenly go from being a ninja to a tank like that because chat's pissed off at him.
It'd be interesting if we actually put a Twitch active icon on the actual player, like above your head, because then you can do like Twitch bounties.
It's all your fault. Mal, I'm looking at you.
Twitch bounties confirmed. Not really, maybe.
All right, man. Well, it's been a pleasure, an absolute pleasure.
Man, thank you so much for your time and coming by.
Thanks.
It's awesome to meet both of you guys. Thank you, chat.
It really looks like a spectacular